right, so I mean, you got the point. Y'all get the point, and you get the gist of what I'm saying. And I know that sounds crazy. You're probably like, man, that sounds boring, but it's not though. It's actually fun. When you take your time and you slow down, you have to ask yourself, how much fun is fun really? What are you gaining out of just having a good time all the time, joking all the time, laughing all the time? You know, sometimes you need to read. Sometimes you need to rest. Sometimes you need to study. You know, sometimes you need to work out. Sometimes you don't need to have fun. Sometimes you need to be bored and just work on your craft. Simple. Simple. And then think about it. If you accumulate all the fun you have, accumulate all that time, and then let's say you put that towards time having fun. Excuse me, put that time that you had having fun working on your craft. You telling me you wouldn't be super dope? Who said you can't use gaming to encourage people? Who said you can't use gaming to teach people the ways? Not me. Welcome to the new episode of Gems and Gaming. Get ready as we log in to share some life wisdom and put you on game. Let's get it. Yo, what's going on, y'all? So, we're back playing Fallout again. I'd already started a quest, so I'm just now finishing this one. But I hope y'all are enjoying your holiday seasons. If you are spending the holidays with family and friends, please take your time to hang out with them. Cherish every moment. If you're chilling alone, please enjoy your time, relax, do what you gotta do to feel comfortable, stay warm. And if you're watching me on the holidays, I definitely appreciate you and rock with you. But today's lesson is quite boring. Yes. Pun intended. You know, I've been thinking about my entrepreneurial journey and seeing how far I've gotten in different stages of my entrepreneurial journey and where the good things have gotten me and where the bad things have like stopped me. Excuse me. And I have noticed just the boring lifestyle of waking up every single day and doing what I was doing, working out from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m., eating the same exact breakfast, the same exact workout, the same exact work schedule, the same exact emails, the same exact content creation. Just doing those things every single day, like that thought process, it just is so boring. And that's exactly what it helped me become successful. Just being the most boring person on the planet. It's really a game changer. Like, first off, just think about, oh, I'm about to wake up at 6 a.m. Already you're probably bored just thinking about that concept, waking up at 6 a.m. and just like going to work out. You're probably thinking about your sleep. You're probably thinking about what time you have to go to sleep prior to 6 a.m. to to wake up on time, and then having the energy to work out and do a 3-hour workout or 2 hour, however long, right? I'm just telling you what I did. I had more time back then. I have a daughter now, and I have been not as aggressive with being boring. You know, I've been inviting more opportunities for fun into my day-to-day lifestyle. So taking out, working out from 3 hours a day to extra sleep. If I'm being honest, I can't even tell you what else I replace it with. Most of my lifestyle is boring, but the best part of my lifestyle, honestly, is the consistency, like the discipline, really. You know, when we were at school, high school, even middle school to an extent, can't really completely remember, but we had schedules where you had to do the exact same subjects every single time. We had to eat the exact same lunch around the exact same time. And we didn't like really appreciate how good that discipline and consistency was. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I stopped doing that after, like, once I got to college, I just made my own schedule. And then that's when life really gets hard. Because you have those people in college who are going to be consistent with doing their work at a certain time, following their routine, doing their homework, projects, research, all at the same time, going to the library, skipping the parties. No way, they played me. They played me. I really just ran straight into that too. That's crazy. But you know, the consistency that you have to make sure that you stay out of trouble, you know, is very, very important. And just realistically, a lot of people are not capable of having a consistent, boring lifestyle. Like, even like marriage to an extent is boring if you think about it. You know, I was telling a young he's like a family friend, if I'm being honest. I could say brother, cousin, whatever. I was speaking to a younger man who's very important to me. And I was speaking to him and his girl. And they said, you know, how marriage is like. And I'm like, it's dope, right? Like, you know, but it's dope, but it's boring. And I love boring. Like, I love that it's boring. I love that I don't have to go out with my girl every single weekend, hit the club every single weekend, go on dates every single time we see each other. Like, I really can just ride out and be at the crib with my wife and sit on the couch and chill. She can sit or she can go in her office, I can go in my office, and we chill. Or if our daughters are around, same thing. Like, we can just hang out and chill. I like that. And if we bored enough, because boring is fun to us, if we're bored enough, we can go out. All right, we can do things. You know, I got the same partner. I got the same reactions. I'm growing with the same person. It's consistent. It's easier to grow that way. Like, it's easier to maneuver. There's no new expectations for every single day. Like, I know exactly who I'm with. It's consistent. And it's boring. You know, boring. You know, the idea of fun in this world is going out, hitting the club, you know. The idea of fun to me is boring. I'm not gonna hold you. None of that sounds exciting to me. Like, hitting the club does not sound like fun at all. Y'all see what I'm doing. I'm gaming. Like, dealing with drama does not sound like fun, bro. I don't care what this person's doing, that person's doing, what this person wears, that person wears, what shoes this person wears. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I can't keep up, bro. I can't keep up. That's why I chill. That's why I do boring stuff. And that's why I need to be more boring, because like I said, somebody like me with self-diagnosed ADHD, I get distracted easy. So when I'm having too much fun, like, I can't stay focused on my goals as much, right? I'm more focused on the fun, if I'm being honest, because that has my attention, and the next fun thing has my attention, the next fun thing has my attention. But being disciplined and being boring, that there's nothing else to do. Just work out. From this time to this time, you're just working out. You know, and for me, I gotta change my environments too. So if I work out, I have to go to the gym. If I work, I need to go to an office, stay out of my home office. You know, this is where my fun is. I have to be consistent, be in the same locations. Like that for me, that keeps me super focused. Super focused. For me, that's how I grow up and level up. That's how I gain more experience. Bro. Why are they setting me up? So what am I supposed to be doing? Let me read the quest, because we died here last time. Craft the mods and retrieve the... So I ain't got my glasses, so I definitely missed a word, but let's go ahead and craft something. I gotta get out of my super dope power armor for this, but it's all good. Modify. What was I supposed to modify? Sorry, I'm trying to figure this out. I don't even know if I have enough stuff to modify what they need. Oh, okay, bet. Yes, I do. Did I do it? I suppose I did. Alright, y'all, I'm sorry. I got super distracted. And I still don't think I did what I was supposed to do. Well, we can figure this out. But yeah, y'all get the gist. Like, boring is good. Boring is good, trust me. And if you're not sold, if you feel like you need to have more fun, then okay, go have fun. I had to. I did. You know, I had fun. It was fun. Now I'm having bored. And it's still fun. If I'm being honest with you. And it's simple. And it's keeping me focused on my goals. It's keeping me focused on what I have to be focused on. You know what I mean? So I do boring stuff. Then I do the work. Oh snap. And then, you know, everything is good. That's crazy.
Hey, over here.
Alright, so I mean, you got the point. Y'all get the point. And you get the gist of what I'm saying. And I know that sounds crazy. You're probably like, man, that sounds boring. But it's not, though. It's actually fun. When you take your time and you slow down, you have to ask yourself, how much fun is fun really? What are you gaining out of just having a good time all the time? Joking all the time. Laughing all the time. You know, sometimes you need to read. Sometimes you need to rest. Sometimes you need to study. You know, sometimes you need to work out. Sometimes you don't need to have fun. Sometimes you need to be bored and just work on your craft. Simple. And then think about it. If you accumulate all the fun you have, accumulate all that time, and then let's say you put that towards time having fun. You put that time that you had having fun working on your craft. You telling me you wouldn't be super dope? You know you would. You know you would. You know, you're probably thinking right now, like, dang, I probably would be really good at such and such, or this thing or that thing. You know, sometimes you just gotta be like, you know what, bump it. I can't go out. or I can't do this, or I can't have this nice little treat. Unfortunately, I need to keep eating salads. Listen, I'm kind of speaking to myself too, so I told y'all I'm not judging. I'm not judging. Please don't think I am. We're helping each other by talking these things out. But boring is better. It's simple. It's consistent. You know, you just got to make sure when you're bored, you're doing the right things. Because when it is time to have fun again, you're going to appreciate it a lot more, and you're going to have fun a lot differently. Trust me. And then the rewards from being bored allow you to have a lot more fun than the rewards from being fun all the time. You get what I'm saying? I'll keep this simple. I don't know how long this was. I kind of got distracted in the middle, or towards the end, I suppose. Listen, we can go to home base and just wrap this up. The whole point of what I'm saying is, don't give up on being boring too fast. Don't give up on your consistent workouts. Don't give up on your consistent readings. Just suffer through it for a little bit. I'm telling you, it'll slow you down. And then one day you'll look back and you'll go, all right, I'm glad I skipped this. I'm glad I skipped that, because you'll find out that you really didn't miss anything at all. And it's still there waiting for you. It's never going to leave. Trust me. Fun is always going to be there. But you have to create boring. And the only way to create boring is to be consistent. Man, just fun's going to be there. Trust me. It's always going to be there, y'all. Listen, I'm out. Y'all take it easy and God bless.